Hola, ¿cómo están? And what is going on, guys? DarkScheme here, and today I'll be talking to you guys a little bit about the competitive settings in Halo 5 at the moment. So as it stands now, the Halo 5 sandbox, for Arena specifically, is actually quite nice. I think the only real downside to it, and it's not even that big of a downside, is the auto rifles. I think that would be the only complaint I have. Radar isn't even that big of a deal personally for me, as I've been used to using the radar, and because for the most part the radar is a shortened meter, it only has so much of a good use for it. And talking about the sandbox, let's get into talking about the game modes. Competitively, Halo 5 has a great basis, but I definitely think there is some room for improvement and additional game types. The current one that should be undergoing testing is, of course, Assault. And Assault at the moment is actually looking quite tough. I think it's definitely one of the game modes that needs a little bit more polish for it to be competitively viable. One of the things that I want to try and test things out, new things for the competitive settings, is a experimental playlist. As it stands now, Assault being tested in the Arena playlist is a little bit annoying. I know that trying to condense the community into only a certain amount of playlists so that there's more of a population seems to be what they're aiming for. That is me just guessing, and hopefully we do get some sort of an experimental playlist because we need a little bit more testing with Assault. As it stands right now, a lot of people don't really know how to play Assault. I know I'm personally one who struggles with it. It's definitely one of the game modes that is a little bit tougher to play because the Assault carrier just doesn't have as much of an offensive gameplay as Capture the Flag. Having a Magnum with the flag is actually a big deal in Halo 5, and because a flag carrier can defend himself, it's a big deal. In Assault, while holding the ball, you do get 2 thrusts, but it is definitely not enough to make a huge impact in Halo 5. Seeing as that is the more experimental game type being worked on at the moment, I think that is definitely something to look into. Adding more game types to the competitive playlist for Halo 5 will be great, as at the moment there are only 3: Slayer, Capture the Flag, and Strongholds. And there is a big emphasis on slaying the enemy team on both Strongholds and, of course, Slayer. For Capture the Flag, as long as you are being objective, you can actually win the game while still losing the game by a few kills here and there. Seeing as Assault is looking like a more Slayer-oriented game type, maybe it needs a little bit more tuning, maybe the Assault carrier needs something different, but of course that is just from me being an outsider, being a spectator of watching other pro players play it. One of the reasons why I would like an experimental playlist and to try and get things out of the Arena playlist is because testing those game modes out is a little bit rough for pro players, but thinking about it now, it does make sense that they are adding it into the Arena playlist, as that would kind of force people to play it, see what works with it, see what doesn't work with it. We definitely need some more feedback from the community, and I think that's one of the biggest things that I would like to see, is to have pro players give a little bit more information on what works in Assault and what doesn't. Give a quick breakdown, a small list maybe of things that might need fixing and other things that work. Get a few tweaks and fixes here and there. But that is pretty much it for me today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my little rant on competitive settings in Halo 5. And as always, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.